Hey everyone, welcome to the Tori Cruz Show, where we're shining a light on real conversations and transformational stories with some of the most dynamic entrepreneurs and faith-driven leaders you'll ever meet. I'm Tori Cruz, your host, entrepreneur, virtual stylist, and former Miss Missouri USA, ready to guide you along this exciting journey. This isn't just any podcast. It's your new home for stories that uplift, conversations that transform, and a community that feels like family. From the real challenges to the exhilarating moments of achievement, we cover it all, infused with adventure, laughter, insights, and heartfelt discussions. So settle in, make yourself comfortable, and let's get this show on the road. This is the Tori Cruz Show. Today we're going to talk about transitioning our wardrobe into different seasons. It's a question that we get all the time with the women who we work with, because you're really wanting to maximize your wardrobe. That is where the juice comes from. We don't want to create just one-off pieces for our clients and then they have to go buy new clothes every single season. We want to make sure that our clients have those wardrobe pieces that are actually converting into different seasons as well. So I'm really excited about today's episode. Thank you so much for joining in. We're going to break down every single piece that we are typically wearing on our body, because there are some items of clothes that you can't change, and transition into other seasons. However, we love working with you on making your closet just completely versatile and just exciting, right? How many of us have walked into our closet? I'm just going to call myself out for a second. I walked into my closet. I was packing for an event and traveling to Dallas, Texas. My mom was actually over at my house last night, and I was packing for this event. It's a women's event, of course, always. And I was packing for this event and I'm like, Mom, I have worn all of these clothes in my closet. I think I just need to give myself a wardrobe refresh. And she's like, you always go to so many events and you're always taking so many photos and videos, of course. And I was like, all right, Mom, you tell me if I'm being dramatic here. Tell me if I have not worn something in this closet that you're like, oh, I've never seen that. Because my mom, God bless her, she's the best person on this planet Earth. And she watches all my videos, my photos. Obviously I'm sending her stuff too, texting her things, and she sees everything. And I oftentimes send her a photo before I walk out the door, even when I'm traveling, and send her a wardrobe pic. And my mom loves fashion and loves styling. That's where I got it from. So I was like, Mom, just come in here. Come in here. You tell me if you see anything in here that I can wear that I have not worn in the past 6 months. Because I feel like I have worn almost every single piece, if not a couple times. And I said, I think I need to just donate everything. I was starting to get a little frustrated, to be honest, right? Some of you are probably listening and you're like, you're the stylist. You get frustrated at your closet? Yes, I absolutely do sometimes. And I hear it all the time from the women that we work with. We're like, oh my gosh, I have nothing to wear. They're standing in their closet. They're getting super frustrated. Or they're like, I have all of these clothes and I still do not know what to wear. And it's just really frustrating because I don't know how to piece different things together for different seasons. And so anyways, we love helping our clients do that. And it is funny. I think some of you could probably relate in your own professions, where if you are doing something for your career, you're putting all of your clients first. And then you're the last one to typically get, in my case, a wardrobe refresh. I will say that I have so many events this fall and coming up here that I have been really prepping and working in my closet. But I tell you what, when I was going through it last night, I was like, Mom, I'm just really frustrated. I need to get some new pieces. And I did. I actually ordered a ton of new clothes and some of them didn't fit. So I had to return them. And it was just because I was doing it frantically. I wasn't really looking at the reviews and stuff. I study it for my clients. Maybe I just need to do better on myself. But one of the biggest steps, the very first step, I love tactical steps. If you've been watching this show for any amount of time, I typically never do an episode without giving you an action step because we are action oriented over here. One of the first action steps that I always take, and this is something that I definitely do extremely well in my own closet, but I love helping other women suggesting this to them, is go through your closet. And if you're ever going through your closet, you're going to an event or you're packing for a vacation or maybe just everyday wear, and you're going through and you find yourself just overlooking this one item all the time and you actually never wear it, just get rid of it. It's just taking up space in your closet and you don't need it. So there's something about this piece that you don't like. Maybe it reminds you of your past. Maybe it doesn't fit you right. Maybe you just have a memory in it that doesn't resonate well with you anymore. Or maybe you just think it's out of style. Just toss it. Maybe not throw it away, but donate it, right? Get it out of your closet is the point. So number one is, here we are in the fall. And we'll be going into winter here before we know it. Not if you live in Arizona like me, but for a majority of the country and of the world, you'll be transitioning into a different season. So just take a look, even if you don't change seasons, if you are here in Arizona or you're in a state that doesn't change seasons as much, use that method every time you go in your closet. Really be, instead of just mindlessly or frantically going through and be like, what should I wear? What should I wear? Think for a second, okay, strategically kind of go through. And it's like, if you keep skipping over that one piece, it's time to donate it. So that's the first step always when you're especially going into a new season, is just take an audit of your closet for a second. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't know what's trending. I don't know what to keep. Yes, you do. I'm going to challenge that belief. Yes, you do. You know what pieces make you feel good. You know which pieces people compliment you on. And you know which pieces you don't feel great in. You know which pieces you look at and you think, oh, that looks old. Then get rid of it. So cheetah print is trending right now for fall. And I use this as an example because some people love it, some people hate it. It's not even going to be trending probably by spring, let's be real. But let's say you have a cheetah print right now is in style as we are filming this podcast. And if you are not a cheetah print fan and you think your cheetah print doesn't look good on you, or you feel like it does look old, fashion is an energy exchange. So just because it's trending, listen, just because it's trending does not mean you have to wear it. Did you hear that? Just because it's trending does not mean that you have to wear it. I am not the stylist for you if you are only wanting to wear trendy things, even if it feels good or not. I am more of helping you how it makes you feel. I'm going to put you in clothes that make you feel great, that make you feel confident, that bring out your personality, that make your light shine a lot brighter than it was before. Because God's given you this purpose and this calling in life. And if you're wearing clothes that you're actually hiding behind, then guess what? You're also hiding the calling that God has put on your life. And so I bring wardrobe pieces to you and outfits that help you shine, that help you live out your purpose, that help you live out your calling, that help you create more connections, that help you create more sales. So you can create the life that you have always dreamed of and that God has called you to. So I want you to take a look at your closet and just really take that audit for a second. And there's a lot of pieces that you can, in fact, move to different seasons, but there's also some that you can't. So I'm going to first start off with the ones that you can't. So really keep in mind the colors. For instance, if we're going into fall here and living in Arizona, if any of you listening are living in Arizona or you live on the beach or something like that, you'll understand this. All my clients are asking me, for example, can I wear white jeans after Labor Day? And I said, well, it depends where you live. Because if you're in North Carolina, yes. If you're in Iowa, it's definitely going to be frowned upon and you might feel a little weird. I grew up in Iowa, for those of you who don't know. And I was the one who always was going outside of the box when it came to fashion. I remember my mom and I, sometimes it still comes up, but more in my childhood and young adulthood, I remember we'd always talk about oh, I don't know if we should wear this because I feel like we're going to be a little overdressed. And that is something that I'm going to do a whole nother episode on that. But just to touch on that for a second, set your own style. I don't care where the heck you live. If you feel good in it, if you feel confident in it, and you want to rock that little dressier look, and even if you're in a small town in Iowa or wherever you are in the world, do it. If it makes you feel good, you don't need another woman to stand beside you to do it. You don't need your man's approval to do it. All you need is your dang approval to look hot, and feel confident. And walk out the door and strut your dang stuff. This is your permission right now. If you're listening to this and you live in small town USA, like where I grew up, somebody's got to set the dang tone. Am I right? You set the tone. Don't conform to the patterns of this world if I want to talk in biblical terms, but don't conform because everybody else is playing small, or maybe it's not playing small to them. Maybe it's just how they like to dress and how they like to show up. Doesn't mean that you have to dress like them. If you want to dress up a little bit more in small town USA and you go out with your man for date night and people are looking you up and down, because that's what happened in my small town. People are like, whoa, who does she think she is? Well, let me tell you. Do you have a minute? Yeah. Okay, no, I won't go down that path. But this is your permission right now. If you've been playing small because you live in small town USA, but you don't actually want to play small in small town USA, I get it. And you know what? Somebody's got to set the tone. Okay, back to original programming here. That's going to be a fun episode. I'm ready for that one. I get excited. But okay, transitioning into different seasons. We're going to make this quick. I don't want to make this episode too crazy long. So number one, I want you to think about colors, because sometimes if you have like extremely bright colors, I'm in Arizona even, right? I had like all these like summer type dresses, and I could still, weather-wise, it's like 105 out or something today. Weather-wise, yes, they would still be very appropriate. But when it comes to season-wise, I still want to dress a little bit like fall. If you're watching the video, you see right now, it's like a fall color, little burnt orange action here, and I have some ivory pleather pants with a little belt here. So I'm dressed like fall, but it's still not like crazy hot. I would really, number one, pay attention to color. Not like you have to wear like the earth tones always in the fall, but earth tones are a little bit more popular, right? Like the burgundies, the deep green, the forest green, even some like light blue is actually pretty popular right now. And just like the nudes and like even this burnt orange color, I feel like is just so fall, like Halloween. Hello, pumpkin spice latte season. I don't even like those, but it just seemed appropriate. Anyways, pay attention to the colors. Blacks, earth tones, grays, those sort of things. And then you can pop a color with like, it could be even your pants. It could be your shoes, you could bring a pop of color in. It could be your jewelry, it could be your accessories. So one of the keys with like looking at your closet and saying, okay, this can transition to this season, this can't. It's really the colors and the fabrics more than anything. So I have this suit that is like crochet material. Now that one is almost on its way out, right? Like, yes, weather-wise, it's gonna be good, but in Arizona, I'm not going to wear that one probably come even like October, definitely not November, because it looks a little bit more like summer fabric. So I would look at the fabrics and really identify, okay, like, is linen going to be in the fall? No, probably not. But linens, like the crochet material, trying to think some other ones off the top of my head. But anyways, really look at the fabric and look at the colors. Now, the other thing is that it's a feeling. So keep in mind, your gut, your intuition, your energy and how you feel, like listen to, especially as women, we have a strong intuition, we know. And especially the feelings inside of us. You know when something is right or wrong. Fact, always. Same thing goes for your clothes. Don't ignore just because it's like, oh, well, I don't know what she will think. You know, some people, when I'm on the phone with them, they're like, is this Tori approved? And I'm like, how does it make you feel? Because it doesn't matter if I approve of it or not. How does it make you feel? And that always tells you. You know, I was actually in a call with a potential client yesterday, and I was just helping her a little bit with her brand photo shoot coming up. And she was like, I ordered this really expensive top. And I'm like, awesome. Okay. Is it cute? You know, what does it look like? How does it feel? And so anyway, she ended up sending me a picture of it. And I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like that. I don't think that's going to be great for your photo shoot. I'm not really crazy about the pattern. I think we can find something better. She's like, thank you so much. I actually was feeling that same way, but I don't know. I didn't know. And right there, ladies, that's where I want to tell you, you actually know. Just believe yourself. Just have confidence in that feeling that you're feeling, because you always know. You always do. And you know what? Even if I said, hey, I love that top, it would still be in the back of her mind of like, I don't know, does this pattern look a little old or a little dated? So go with the feeling. Go with the feeling. And I know not everything in life we should go with feelings, because good Lord, it might get a little crazy. But in this case with your clothes, it is an energy exchange. And so when you're transitioning into different seasons, think of that. Like, does this really super like bright green, does this feel like fall to me? Does this feel like going into winter to me? Probably not, right? But if it does, then maybe put like a brown blazer over it, or maybe a black blazer over it, and then accessorize it. If you do have those bright pieces, if you're like, I'm one of those girls, I like to wear bright pieces all year long. Yeah, okay, I love color, so I get you. But there are also ways that you can wear color where it doesn't look like you just came out of the Summer Trends magazine. You know what I'm saying? One of the ways too is if you have a lot of like sleeveless, there's always ways where you can throw like a denim jacket over it. You can throw on a blazer over it. Again, it boils down to the colors and the fabrics most of the time. In this fall season and then transitioning into winter season, layers are going to be your best friend, and accessories are always your best friend. And so in another way to make outfits look, maybe you're like, okay, this dress is adorable. This is something that maybe you wore all summer long, but you really think that it could also be a great dress for fall. Pair some boots with it. It could be like a Western type boot. It could be a bootie. Kitten heels are so trendy right now, and I actually love them because I'm 5'10". For us tall girls, it's nice because we're not like absolute yetis and like, 6'4". But boots are a great way to like change up your shoes, because keep in mind, like from summer to fall, right? Like we're used to wearing sandals all the time or wedges, and you're going into fall. One of the greatest ways that you can really transition an outfit is through outerwear, like a jacket or a blazer or a coat, depending on where you are and how chilly it is, or a little sweater over your shoulders, like that's not too hot, right? Can really make the outfit just look a little bit more fall-esque. And then maybe pair some boots with it instead of your sandals. Also, mules. Mules are great for the fall. Fall's a very tricky season when it comes to shoes, right? Because like we're not in sandals, but we're not in like really full-on boots yet. So it's an awkward couple months in the fall of what shoes to wear. But I will say some booties are great. The kitten heel boots are absolutely adorable. Slingback heels are perfect. Mules, whether they're flat or they're a little bit heeled. A cute little sneakers, always good too. Really that transition from summer to fall, I would just say really focus on the blazer, the sweater, the jackets draped over your shoulders for a little bit extra fall-esque look. And then, I don't even know if that's a word, but I really like it, fall-esque. And then also your shoes are going to play a really big role in it as well. So those are just a few ideas of how you can transition into different seasons and really make it stress-free and a lot more exciting, because everybody loves to maximize their wardrobe. I don't think I've met one person that's like, nope, I actually love having all of these clothes, but I don't actually like wearing them. Maximizing your closet is going to be huge this season, and maybe getting some fresh pieces, fresh looks that you're seeing in the stores or from your stylist, yours truly here. We would love to help you out. And hey, I actually wanted to also mention here, if you have not checked out our TK Style membership, we are so excited about this membership, you guys. So it is where you will get a weekly text to your phone every single Sunday night with 3 new fresh capsules and shoppable links. So you can be sitting there in your house, just getting ready for bed, and all of a sudden, boom, here's your outfits for the week. And they're going to be so much fun. What we do is one that's elevated travel look, one that is an event style look, and then one for everyday business. So you're going to get fresh ideas. So this is the thing, is that it's not really encouraging you like, hey, go shop more. If you want, you can. However, what our point in doing this is really to give you fresh ideas for your own closet. So this isn't where, it's like, hey, go buy all of these clothes. It's like, oh, I want you to look at these new wardrobe looks and think, wow, this is really cool. I have something like that in my closet, and I never thought to style it that way. But now, oh my gosh, this is so fun. I can style this one pant 3 different ways, and I never thought of it like that. So that is what our TK Style membership is. We're so excited about this. And we're also doing monthly style challenges with our members, live Q&As every quarter to keep you updated on trends and also answer any and all of your questions. Along with that, you get special discounts to our custom styling services. We're so excited about that. All the information is in the show notes. Please be sure to check that out. We are so excited. And I want to say one last thing. If you are really uncertain with your personal style, we have a What's Your Personal Style quiz. All the information is also in the show notes. It's completely free. You will get a cute little email that says, hey, this is your personal style, and just a few tips on how you can really embrace that style. We're excited about all the things that's going on here in Q4. We pray over your businesses and pray that your closets are looking extra stylish. If you need any help at all, you know where to find me. I'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in to the Tori Cruz Show. If today's episode inspired you, let's keep the momentum going. For our YouTube family, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you're always in the loop with our latest episodes. And for our podcast listeners, your ratings and reviews are incredibly valuable. They help us reach more people and continue bringing inspiring stories your way. Remember, this isn't just a podcast, it's a growing community of family. Every like, share, and review helps us grow on our journey together, helping us to highlight more impactful stories. Until next time, keep being the light for yourself and others. See you on the next adventure.